Right, here we go. First match this morning. English Masters. Elliot James against James Bucknall. James Bucknall to start us off. Playing with the black bowls. Good start. Both these players would have had a practice this morning. Elliot playing with the orange Taylor bowls. Good start from both these players. See how wide Elliot's going here with his bowls. Taking a lot of green. Just a bit short. Take a few bowls to these players just to get settled in. It's a bit wide there. You're pushing Elliot's in here. Might only be one down though. So time to say good morning to everybody. Thank you for joining us. Bringing you more live action here at the English Masters as we finishing off the group games now. This is the last session this morning before we move into the knockouts this afternoon. And we'll be bringing you some matches from the Cup knockout. They start at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Morning Janet, thanks for joining us. Morning Adam. You can see all the updates on who's doing what in the groups on our website, shortmatplayerstour.com. You see who's playing who. So we are concluding the group stages here. Hi Mike, hi Carol. A little chance here for Elliot to draw in for another. Switching to the forehand, big draw on this forehand side. And drop back to back bowl. He's very close here. Yep, good bowl. Two shots. So 2 shots to Elliot to start. Morning John, thanks for joining us. Don't forget, if you have got any questions, please let us know. Good start again from Elliot. Played really well Elliot since joining the tour. Got to the latter stages in a few events, and especially seems to love the events over in Belfast. And has been slowly rising up through the rankings over the last couple of seasons. Hi Eddie, the event just started there, so it's I'll let you keep you updated on that map. So Mark is currently 1 down after one end in that one. He's up against Mike Wright. James Bucknall, of course, who we're watching here, has won on the tour. English Masters champion a few seasons back. Knows what it's like to be on the winner's podium. Hi Peter, yeah, so they're playing on say a standard short mat carpet, which is 45 foot long, 6 foot wide. All the mats here are the same. Looks like Elliot was playing to a middle length jack position. Hi Sarah, thanks for joining us. Elliot will just continue to draw away here. He has got the back position covered. And look to draw onto his own bowl and drop in. It's close here. Very good. Yeah, very good. Settled very well into this match. You can see there James is looking to play down at this. There's not going to be much benefit here really because he's got no real back position, so he might be able to cut one away with this shot. Hasn't got much else on. It's just the pressure that's been put on James there from Elliot. Really good bowling in this end. Could be free. So I'll take these two bowls out and then have a look. Looks like three to me. Yep, 3 shots. So Elliot now 5-0 after 2 ends. Certainly will be a good match, Tony. So Elliot's in good form. Both these players looking to win to progress to the cup knockout. So winner takes all. Might as well be a knockout match in itself. Winner of this will progress to the cup knockout, which starts at 2 o'clock. We'll be bringing you as many matches as we can this afternoon from 2 o'clock. We'll let you know which match is chosen to go on the show mat here. That's better from James. You see a little tap on the leg there from Elliot. It's just well bowled. It's always good to see. Morning, Smithy. Just forced Elliot there to play the. Just hear the wind outside. It's got a storm going on at the moment in the UK. Keeping our fingers crossed it doesn't affect any of the power situations that we've got here. Definitely a good day to be indoors and keeping up to date with the scores here. Yeah, it's a wasted opportunity there for James. Chance for Elliot, I mean, so a chance for James here. He's playing the very wide draw here. Plenty of room around the outside of this bowl. It's close here if he's got the weight. He has. Very good. It's definitely 2. So asking for 3. Could be an umpire, yeah, umpire for this. So while we're waiting for the measure there, I'll quickly show you the other games in play. So these are all the final group games that are taking place. The final groups, and then we'll be updating the draws there. 12 o'clock we have the Shield knockout. That's the players who finish 5th and 6th in the group. At 1 o'clock we have the Plate knockout, players who finish 3rd and 4th. And as I mentioned earlier, 2 o'clock we have the Cup knockout players who finish in the top 2 in their groups. Final schedule for 8 o'clock this evening. Will one of these 2 players be in that final? Yeah, looks like it is. 3 shots here. Good end for James. Yep, 3 shots. So now 5-3 after 3 ends. Better start there from James Bucknall, or Jimmy Buck as he's known. A lot of the players have abbreviations or nicknames. Hi Bente. Good reply from Elliot. Yeah. Got the shot back again. Just drawing away again in this backhand. Just needs to reach. On the mat next to us, Eddie marks now 4-1 up after 3 ends. Concentrating here on the match on the show mat here. Currently 5-3 to Elliot. Quite got the line there, just a bit under. Weight was pretty good. Well, I'm quickly going for a closer look there. Still 1-2 James. Morning Stephen, thanks for joining us. Not easy here for James to make another. Just looking at what the best option is here. Really, it's not more than a draw on the backhand. Drop him for another. That's what he's trying to do. Yep. All on the weight now. It's round the front. It's close, just over the pace. It's a good spot there though. What's Elliot going to play now? He's really only got the forehand. He's got his 2 bowls to aim for. Yeah, just over a draw here, just trying to bump his own bowl up. Good weight, just a bit tight. So 1 shot to James there. Reduces the deficit to 1, so 5-4 now after 4 ends. There we go, 5-4, 4 ends. And short length jack being played here, so trying to change it. Good question, Robert. The bowls that they are using would be the same as what you would use outdoors or indoors on the full length. So exactly the same. I believe that Elliot is using Taylor. Might it be Taylor Ace bowls, or Taylor Blaze bowls, but they're very commonly found here in the UK. Bit of weight here from James, yeah, playing down in a forehand. Good connection, unfortunately. It's not made it much better for himself, still 2 down. Well, that's got to be a tempter for James here. Looking for this jack back. And on that wider side again. Has he got the bowl first? Yeah, he has. Didn't want that. Wanted the jack really. There's still going to be 2 down here. And you fancy Elliot to draw him for free. Yeah, it's nice and wide. And in for free. Yep, 3 shots. Certainly a suggestion, Joachim. Yes, we could look at that match. 2-0 against Ferdinand. That's definitely one of the matches in contention for a show match spot. 2 o'clock. If you have got any other suggestions, please have a look at the draw on the website. Let us know which match you would like to see. Hi Jeremy, yeah, they have the same bowls that would be used out on the outdoor greens, especially the outdoor greens over here in the UK. James is bowling with a slightly smaller bowl than what Elliot's playing. He's probably playing with a size 2 or 3, I would have probably size 3. James Bucknall, and Elliot's probably playing with at least a size 4, probably a size 5. Yeah, good adjustment there. Where do you see a difference, and again with what bowls the players use? Some prefer to play with the bowls with a very big bias, big swing on them. Others like to play with tighter running bowls. And the greens in the UK outdoors, depends on the whereabouts in the UK actually, but generally they would be a lot slower than what you'd be used to in the southern hemisphere, down in Australia and New Zealand. It's the same when we look at the actual short mat here. We play them on different carpets, and they of course have different weights, and depending upon what surface they're put on top of. Aidan, yeah, so we have a block in the middle, and that is just to stop players from going straight up the middle when they're looking to play some weights, and they've got to use, there's some lines that you can see on the actual carpet. Players are not allowed to put their feet outside of the lines, but they can put their arms outside of the bowl, so it just makes it a bit more difficult when playing a weighted bowl. In fact, short mat actually started with 2 South African bowlers who came over to the UK back in the 1950s, I believe. Was used to playing outdoor bowls, and you see our winter time over here is not very conducive to playing outdoors. And that's how short that was formed. First association was formed in Ireland. Looks like it's one to Elliot there. So Elliot extending his lead. It'll be 9-4 now, 6 ends. Matches are played over 12 ends as well, so again a bit shorter than what you'd probably be used to from an indoor or outdoor perspective. Matches tend to last 45 to 50 minutes. These guys would have played 4 games yesterday in their group. This is the final group game. No, Jeremy, just 12 ends, so whoever's winning the match after 12 ends. Well, that's the shot. James will be wanting to pick up on this end. He's fallen back behind again. Better bowl here from Elliot. Yeah, that is the shot. Good bowl. It's also taken James's 2 bowls out of the equation, really. Splitting them up. Just a fraction heavy. Elliot just looking here at what he's going to play with his last bowl. Another good question, Peter. So the winner of the previous end gets to choose where the jack goes on that line. So it's their preference. And you'll see players will certainly have a preference. As we'll see another good bowl from Elliot there, holding 2 now. Again, not really much more on than just over the draw here for James. Play the forehand, I think. Try and get underneath that front bowl. Yep, you can see he's put his foot right out to the line now, which is fine. Playing a lot of weight at this. Oh yeah, great result. Really good result. So the jack goes back into the ditch there, that's fine. And he's holding 2. That'll be 2 shots. Two shots. So 9-6 now after 7 ends. Hi, I didn't know we play all different formats, so same again as what you'd play on the indoor and outdoor. We have singles, pairs, triples and 4s. We mainly concentrate on the singles and our events. We do have a pairs and a 4s competition, but this weekend it's all about the singles. We have 6 ranking singles events throughout the season. This is the 5th. It does get quite interesting when you're playing a game of 4s on here, 2 bowls each, so it could be up to 16 bowls on the mat. It's very tactical. Probably not the best from a watching perspective. It's singles is obviously a lot easier to follow from a spectator point of view. We tend not to do too many or stream too many of those 4s competitions. They can a lot of people around the mat as well. Not very conducive to filming. Let's say singles and pairs, a lot easier. I hope you're enjoying the coverage. It looks like it's 1 to Looks like it's still 1 to James here. He wants to really score more than 1 this end. If he can, he'd be happy to win in the end though. Just drawing away again. There is plenty of room there. It's on a very good road. How's his weight? Yeah, he's good here. There's a drop. Yeah, very good. Again, little tap on the leg there from Elliot. Just saying well done to his opponent. It's always good to see. It's good to see we've got quite a few people watching who are new to the sport as well. Thank you for tuning in. Please, if you get the opportunity, like our page, Short Map Players Tour. Oh, good bowl from Elliot there. Still 1 down, but... And if you do like our page, you will be notified whenever we go live. Not just this event, but our other events as well. All of our matches that we do stream, you can catch up. You can watch some of our previous events as well. We are trying to promote the sport in different areas as well. We'd love to get the sport in Australia and New Zealand. Opportunity here for James if he does touch his own bowl, moves a jab back, he's close to that. Oh, I wanted that full. Oh, he's got him second prize there, I think. Yeah, just holding his hand up now. There's not an easy shot on here for Elliot. He's got nothing at the back. He could go 4 down if he gets it wrong. He might just be happy. Yes, it's not looking good for Elliot. He's only got to be tight, and that jack will pop back, and he'll be 3 or 4 down. Let's see what he does here. He's 2 down, so if it was 1 down, he might have just taken the 1 down. But in fact, he's 2 down. Yeah, he's not playing too much here. He's just trying to draw around here. It's a very hard shot. So 2 shots. Brings James right back into this. 9-8 now after 8 ends. There we go, confirmation. 9-8. As we hear the wind get outside, it's really windy outside, so we've got a storm here in the UK. I'm playing this event at a home venue in Chelmsford in Essex. It's about 40 minutes outside of central London. Really good facilities here at Falcon Bowling Club. This is the 5th world ranking event, as I mentioned earlier. Our last ranking event takes place in April. That's the World Masters Singles in Belfast. Players here all vying for spots in their respective World Cup teams. And these events are completely open to anybody to play, so all of you watching, you can enter these events. We've got players from 13 different countries here this weekend. Hi Mark, I'm not aware of any clubs in Australia. Again, we'd certainly love to speak to people that are interested in setting up clubs in Australia and give them some advice. Starting up. It's relatively easy. The companies that provide the mats would certainly ship those over to Australia. They do provide the mats for the indoor bias bowls, so that's a good result. Good result there. He's holding 3 now. So this would put James in front. He's playing backhand at this. Be playing a little bit of weight. He is. Yeah, that was always a danger, just flicking one bowl away. So 2 to James. Puts him 10-9 up now after 9 ends. And you can just hear James there saying same again to the marker. That just means that it's going to put the jack in the same position on the line as we see there. So it's on the middle. Good start. That's really given James a lift that last end. He's done well. He's fought back from being 5 down earlier in the match. There's now pressure back on Elliot as we see him produce a fantastic bowl there. The other thing as well, you know, the jacks are a bit heavier here than what you would use on the indoor-outdoor. We're playing with 32-ounce jacks, which is just over double actually the weight of an indoor jack. And you'll see a lot more than an outdoor jack. Players are allowed to burn the end or kill the end, knocking the jack off the side. And only allowed to do it twice though in a match. I'll lose 3 shots if they do it a 3rd time, or any more after that. Well, was up in York last month. We did have the British Open up in York. So we do have one event up in the north of the country. It's become a really popular competition on the calendar. We have 2 events in Belfast, 2 events here. This is singles I'm talking about. Good effort. And then 1 event in Norway and then 1 event in York, so a good spread. So it's still 1 shot to Elliot here. Elliot will just try and make this more difficult for James. Just trying to block off the... Yeah, he's blocked off the backhand. You might see James switch. Probably be happy with 1 down actually here. I won't try and open this too much. Just needs to tap it. Try and move the jack. He's just playing just over the weight here. Little tap. Well, he's moved it. Might have moved it enough as well. Very close. Good question mark. The mats are 45 foot long, 6 foot wide. It's the standard size. The minimum length a mat can be is 40 foot. But all the mats here are the maximum length. Now that was not what he wanted. Looking for James's bowl and got his own. So it's 1 to James there. Almost got the perfect result and ended up taking his own away. So 11-9 now. Really good fight back this from James. Got himself right back and in front. 2 ends to go. So again, James sticking with the middle length jack. So players will just settle or stay with what they've been happy with. That's a bit of a loose bowl to start. Bit of adrenaline pumping there. Hi Alan, you wouldn't want to be over here this weekend with especially today with the weather. Although it is, don't really notice it in the venue here. Travel's going to be interesting tomorrow, that's for sure. That's a better one. Marker there. Dom just saying he's going to nominate that one. That was a chalker. That will be chalked. Same as this one. Yeah. So both of them bowls you'll see now. Dom will just mark that with some chalk, which means that he can go into the ditch. Hi Ian. No, it's just 12 ends. These players are in the groups of 6 players, and this is their last group match of the weekend. And it is a winner takes all. Winner of this goes through. We've got 33 mats down here this weekend for this particular event. And we've got 192 players taking part. This is a lot better end here from Elliot. Big bowl coming up for James. It's 3 down. This might be 2 up on the scoreboard, but he's not going to be. Let's just come to have another look at this. So you see that some of the matches around us now are finished. We'll just be finishing off the groups here and then working out the knockouts. It's all in the balance on this map. Yeah, it's just electing to draw this. It's probably going to cut one out. Yep, it's cut one away. Probably be fairly happy with that. Didn't want to be dropping a 4. Still a chance for 3 here. Elliot just draws nice and wide. He's certainly on a good road. There's his pace. Just a bit heavy. Yeah. So we're going to have an all square match here. All square. Right. Yep, Elliot's asked for the jack to go long, and I think that means that we'll see Elliot go for the jack here. So for those of you, as I mentioned about the jack in the ditch, so this will be Elliot probably looking, put out to the line, so he's looking to take the jack in the ditch and sit right next to it to win the match. Wow, will James go for it? He is. The tactic we see quite a lot. Some players even try doing it most ends, but it's not easy. Certainly a skill to it. And let's try and again. So, whilst the jack is in the ditch, he's not that close to it, so there's plenty of room here for James to draw down and get the shot. So that is the shot. And pressure back on Elliot. He's got to beat that one. Looks a bit quick. Is he a bit quick? Just. So he's only got one bowl here to save the match. James will just be happy just to beat his own. No, he hasn't. Well, just asking Dom. So just saying, just come and have a look at this. Just to see. So he's looking at the bowl in the ditch, which is the orange one here, and the back black bowl. does look like from here it's the black bowl to me. So, big bowl this. He's on a good road again. Pace looks better. Still gone. So, that should be the match now for James Bucknall. Yeah, he's not too worried about this one. I think he knows he's got the shot. So, yeah. I think that's it. Just the one. They're just going to measure this one. And the reason why they're doing that is that the shots could come into play when we're into a group situation. So it's definitely 1 to James, which gives him the win. So James Bucknall winning this match, just measuring for whether it's 1 or 2 here. So I'm going to quickly explain for those of you that haven't watched, those new players. So we're in the ditch here. So you can see the line that we've got just here, this line here. So that's the ditch line. And then obviously the fender, which is this piece of wood here. And then this bowl here is a toucher, so it stays in there. Only touchers are allowed to go into the ditch area. And of course the jack can go in there, which is where the jack is now, where the umpires are measuring to. And obviously that bowl there is closest. So it's just a one shot. Right, thank you for joining us for this match. So that's James Bucknall winning this match 12-11. We'll be back again at 2 o'clock, bringing you a match from the Cup Knockout. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again in a couple of hours.